Our panel tonight, Sunita Godara was giving us the full story of the 257 Indian doping cheats whose names have not come out. She's back with us right now. Dalbir Singh is a fitness expert. R.K. Anand, top lawyer, tonight from Delhi, is also the lawyer for the Indian Olympic Association. Norris Pritam, senior journalist from Delhi. Rahul Mehra, thanks for coming. Dr. Manmohan Singh.
Pleasure.
Dr. Manmohan Singh tonight is the Chief Medical Officer of the Sports Authority of India, and he's also joining us from Patiala tonight. I want to ask you first, Dr. Manmohan Singh. Sunita Godara is with us tonight because you're from the Sports Authority of India. Is it true?
No.
Can you hear me, Dr. Manmohan Singh?
Yes, Arnab, I can hear you.
Okay, so Dr. Manmohan...
But first, let me clarify. I am not from the Sports Authority of India. I am the chairman of the Indian Olympic Association Anti-Doping Commission.
Okay. Now, in your capacity as the Indian Olympic Association Anti-Doping Commission, please tell us, Dr. Manmohan Singh, is it true that there are 257 Indians who tested positive for doping whose names have not come out in the public domain? And please give us a reasonable answer why these names have been hidden from all of us.
Arnab, the situation is that as of, if you ask me whether there are 257 or no, I can't answer you offhand. But the fact remains that whatever names you are mentioning were there in a particular list, they were tested in a laboratory in Delhi, which at that time was not an accredited laboratory either by the IOC or the WADA. Now, the rules and regulations for this are very clear, that any test which is conducted in an unaccredited laboratory cannot be made a basis for prosecution
who tested them?
Or taking action against any athlete.
Who tested them?
No, it was not tested. Indian Olympic Association did not test them.
Who tested
now,
them?
I do not know who tested them. It's probably the Sports Authority of India which may have tested them. But at the same time, let me make it very clear. The rules which govern the anti-doping rules violations.
Dr. Manmohan Singh. One at a time, Dr. Manmohan.
Yeah.
Why do you think the Sports Authority of India was so foolish to get them tested in a non-accredited lab? Was the attempt so that tomorrow we can hide these names saying that, oh, they were in a non-accredited lab, hence technically we can't release these names? And also, is it true? Is it true that some of the legendary names of Indian sport are in the list of 257?
Just listen to me. Just listen to me. I cannot answer for the Sports Authority of India.
There.
But at the same time, you must be aware that the laboratory in Delhi, which is now the National Dope Testing Laboratory, was accredited by the WADA only in as late as 2008. So any tests which were done earlier than that it was an unaccredited laboratory, and therefore
why were the names not released? Why were the names not released?
No,
over a 9-year period.
Cannot see.
Why were the names not released?
Arnab, listen. You cannot name anybody and defame them unless there is a legal backing to it.
Sunita, I want your response.
How can you reveal the names?
My question is simple, sir. Over a 9-year period since 1991, 257 athletes tested positive. If such a big fuss can be made today over 8 athletes, how did 257 athletes go scot-free? Why should the government not take the Sports Authority of India to court, to all its top bosses to court? Why did you hide these names? Sunita wants to respond to you. Sunita, go ahead.
Yeah. Let me tell Dr. Manmohan, he is saying the lab was not accredited, and Mr. Randhir Singh in 2001 gave affidavit to the High Court, which was a perjury case. That lab is accredited, everything is perfectly all right, we are doing our job, and there's no doping in sports going on, like the petitioner has filed the case. So they are contradicting their own affidavit, because he's also from IOA.
I do not agree to what Sunita.
First, he should go back and read the case properly.
I do not agree to what Sunita is saying.
300 pages where the affidavit of Mr. Randhir Singh saying that lab is accredited, which was not. He is correct.
No,
that lab was
how can
accredited
Mr.
only in
Randhir
2008.
Listen,
when they were
you
hiding
can't talk
their
like
own
this on
point,
national television. You can't talk like, how can Mr. Randhir Singh give a affidavit saying that the lab is accredited?
you don't have
when
to
the lab
tell
is
me how to
accredited
talk on
only?
national television. This case,
you
we were
can't do
fighting
this.
for 10 years. Only Times now has brought this case again
you may
in
be
the
fighting
public
for 10
domain.
years or
And
20
you
years is
people are
irrelevant.
scared.
The
That's why
point
you are
is
saying this.
that
You
Mr.
know
Randhir
nothing
Singh
about the
could
case.
not
So
have given-
don't say that
He
I don't know
could
how
not
to
have
talk
given
on
this affidavit.
TV channels.
I do not
You are not
agree.
supposed to
I
say
do not
this.
agree.
You people are covering up the cases. You people are covering up the cases.
I
You
do
don't know.
I do
First go
not
back
agree that
and read
Mr.
the
Randhir
case.
Singh has given this affidavit.
Now, one second, Mr. Manmohan Singh, one second.
I do not agree that Mr. Randhir Singh has given this
We
affidavit.
have the
This is wrong.
affidavit.
1 minute.
I can
This is a
show
wrong
you.
1 minute, 1 minute. Simple question I have. Simple question. Simple question. Mr. R.K. Anand, you are representing the Indian Olympic Association. If no punishment was meted out, Mr. Anand, to these athletes, isn't it criminal on part of the Indian Olympic Association? We accept that the names of the 257 athletes who tested positive weren't revealed. However, did the Indian Olympic Association do something about the issue, or was it covered up completely? Tonight I'm only on the issue of cover up of the 257.
Anna, may I tell you something? Please listen to me. I remember that this young lady filed a petition in the Delhi High Court in which I put in appearance on behalf of the IOA. She tried her level best to bring the names of 257 people on the record. She was not able to prove anything on the record that 257 athletes were found positive on a drug effect. I think that this young lady had something personal to grind. That's why she went to the court, and I think that the matter went on, but nothing happened. Now all of a sudden, you know, you come out on a TV channel, the 257 people involved. I don't think that it is correct. But in any view of the matter, IOA is not concerned in the matter of examination of an athlete vis-a-vis the
this is a brilliant
doping party is concerned. It is a
Anand.
WADA is concerned. It is a WADA authority.
R.K. Anand,
Yes.
R.K. Anand, this is a brilliant situation. I'm sorry to say, this is an absolutely classic situation. Ask the Sports Authority of India, they say, oh, you know, we got it tested from a wrong lab. Ask the IOA, they say, oh, you know, these guys got it done from a wrong lab and hence we can't do anything. I ask you, you say ask him. I ask them, say ask him. My question is, was this incident reported to the IOC's Medical Commission? Was it reported to WADA? Was it reported to the Asian Games Federation or to any of the international federations, or was it covered up? We want the names of the 257 to come out.
You take it from me that I do not think that this was reported to the IOA.
Why?
That 257 athletes were found in the doping.
Were 250?
May Arnab, can I say something, please? Before you say something about any athletes, let's presume that every athlete is innocent till he is found guilty by a court of law or by a WADA, NADA, which is right now a NADA authority.
Did 257, sorry to be persuasive on this question, I am only on 1 point tonight. Were 257 sportsperson tested positive for banned substances in the last decade? A. B. Let me go to Rahul Mehra. Out of these 257, did even one of them, after testing positive, continue to participate in games representing India? 3. Where is the ethics of the Sports Authority of India and the Indian Olympic Association allowing that to happen, if that happened? 4. Is it true that some of the biggest names, and I'm not naming them, is it true some of the biggest names of Indian sport?
I am also not mentioning.
Yes, I am also not mentioning. I am not mentioning, but we know.
I know that the allegations were made against the people.
Yeah, I'm saying, who are these people?
Arnab, let me say this.
Yeah, Rahul.
Arnab, let me say this. That answer to all the questions and very valid questions that you've raised tonight are in the affirmative. Mr. R.K. Anand can, for the rest of his life, try and defend IOA, which is an undefensible body, the most highly corrupt body, a body full of people who should not be there, wrong people at the wrong place. They have been trying to rule Indian sports, and they have damaged the entire fabric of Indian sports for the last 20 to 30 years. Have a look at the list of these people and you will understand why Indian sports is where it is today. Coming down to specifics, Mr. R.K. Anand has been saying, and he very rightly said that he was a lawyer in that case. there was an observation by the Honorable High Court Division Bench. I have made that observation and various other documents which were a part of that, a part of my PIL, which I have filed in December 2009, which the court is seized of the matter, wherein I have said that it is a malice, it's a systemic failure.
Yes.
It is like an epidemic in Indian sports. It is a tsunami of sorts. It is because the government has been looking like an ostrich in the sand. They don't want to address the situation. They know exactly that it is the NIS Patiala, wherein their own coaches, aided and supported by the Sports Authority of India, the coaches selected by them on the asking of the federations and the athletes and all the entire mechanism around, they all are guilty and a party to all this
I'm
nonsense.
sorry
which
to
is
say
happening.
this, Mr. Anand.
They are doing it, Arnab, they are doing it on 2 counts. I'll tell you why they are doing all this. And why is it that nobody is wanting to stop it? A body like NIS Patiala is still running courses of 1970s. It should be disbanded.
Yes.
Sports Authority of India is the most corrupt organization.
1 minute,
in
1 minute.
sports,
Let's
and
be
that
specific.
should be disbanded.
Let's be
I
specific.
have put on record in my PIL how they are corrupt.
No, my point is
And
very
there
specific.
Are CAG reports. There are CAG reports which say that they are a corrupt body, and yet the sports ministry.
I will not
in fact,
make-
the PMO. It has gone
I
up
will
to
not
the PMO,
make-
and the PMO has done nothing about
I
it.
will not make a single sweeping comment tonight, but I will say once again, where are the 257 names? Were the names not released, Norris Preetham?
Okay,
1 minute, Norris, coming to 1 minute. Let me give everyone
I
a
just want
chance.
to tell you, Arnab.
Let me go to Norris. So, I'm coming to you, Sarita. Norris Preetham.
Arnab, I think all my very dear friends, all panelists, I think they are getting carried away, and we are going away from the main topic. The main topic tonight is the doping.
Correct.
And the number that you have spoken about, which Sunita has been saying. I think what Dr. Manmohan Singh is saying has little merit in it, because if the lab was not accredited, then the names could not have been released, because these athletes could have easily gone to court.
But
and
then you're
fight
giving
for
them
it.
an alibi.
So that
Norris, you're giving them an
that
alibi.
is the main problem.
You're giving them an alibi. One second,
well,
one second, one
whatever you
second,
may call
one second.
it.
Suppose Ben Johnson. Let's take a situation. Ben Johnson has been caught for doping. Suppose somebody says, I will test Ben Johnson for
whom?
doping. 1 minute. And it comes positive. After that
by whom?
person
I want
says,
to know,
sorry,
Mr. Goswami.
I went to the wrong place to get him tested, hence let him go away.
Ornav, can I just add on to that?
I think we are all going on the wrong line. We are all going the wrong line.
One at a
Can I
time,
just
gentlemen.
add on to
Norris.
what you said?
1 minute, one at a time. Norris.
The thing is that the thing is when an athlete of a stature of Ben Johnson is caught, then the WADA comes into the picture, the IOC's medical commission comes into the picture,
Correct.
and they can be caught only by the accredited labs. Okay, you can have tests wherever you want, but they will not be. They will have no legal sanctity, and that's the reason why all over the world, wherever the
Sir,
tests are held, I mean, in unaccredited labs, people
Why
cannot be caught.
Arnav.
This is the main problem.
No, if
And now we have
the
into such-
athletes were, I have another question then. This is such an expose.
Yes.
If the athletes were caught red-handed, if there were 257 athletes who were caught red-handed, why did the Sports Authority of India not direct the respective, say, state federations to take action against them? Why did it not recommend
Arnav,
then to
can
the
I-
sports ministry to exclude such people from Indian squads meant for international meets? They did not do that. They did nothing of the kind. That's the point, Sunita, yes.
R.K. Anand was defending IOA, and he is forgetting that he mentioned when the sealed envelope was given to the High Court by Sports Authority of India of this 140 name list of 140 positive tests athletes, he said to the High Court judge, please don't open the envelope because this will be very bad for the sports scenario,
say that?
and some eminent sports person will be tempted. He knew about it. And it is already with the NADA.
She is still-
The sealed envelope is there.
She is not
Why
still
can't
understanding.
government now
still-
request a NADA to open it, or NADA itself can do that?
But Mr.
And
Anand,
this
did
is
you
the
say
High
that?
Court order on
Ari,
22nd
can I
July
reply
2009,
back? Can I
when
reply back to what
we
she's
asked
saying?
them to dispose of the case from the High Court because they were doing nothing on this case and give it to the
1
NADA.
minute. 1 minute.
And that time, High Court Judge, Mr. Manmohan, he is saying it would be open to the panel. Consequently, we direct that the information as contained in the two envelopes. Now we are talking about 257. In 2009, there was another envelope where 301 positive tested athletes' names were there. And the judge giving the order regarding a sports person who have tested positive for dope be placed before anti-doping disciplinary panel, hereinafter referred as panel. It would be open to the panel if it thinks appropriate to take any action it deems fit and proper.
No, one second.
It will also be open to the petitioner, means me, for us,
one second,
they
Sunita.
gave order to apply to the panel for taking action against the
One sec, Sunita, Sunita, 1 minute, Sunita, 1 minute.
Needless to say that the panel would
One minute. Dalbir wants to come in. R.K. Anand, I'll let you reply because
This is the order, High Court order.
Dalbir has been fighting this case
I want
on
to
behalf of
speak.
Sunita for a long time. I'll let you reply. Listen to Dalbir. Yes, Dalbir.
I want to put things in proper perspective that since the time the first test was conducted when the lab was opened in 1991,